So the other day I was scrolling on YouTube and I found this really funny video where he played Minecraft with dementia. And so I thought, wow, maybe I should steal uh, maybe I should parody this with Terraria. So my goal for this video is to beat the whole game with dementia. First of all, I'll have to select my character and then select my world, and I guess we'll hope that it's corruption. That would be really awesome. So first I have to break a tree. That's the first step to Terraria. You always have to break a tree right away. First thing you gotta do. You can never forget. Got acorns I can throw away. Got some wood. Okay, now the first thing to do in Terraria is to break a tree, which you can see me doing here. And that gives us some wood and some acorns. But I didn't pick up any wood. I didn't pick up any wood that time, so I had to, mine another one. There's still no more wood in my hot bar. Ow! I had to kill a slime, which worked out well because to beat Terraria, you need wood and you need gel to make torches. And since I chopped down my wood and these tools suck, I can just throw them away because I can craft wooden tools later. Anyway, I went off to explore, hopefully find some resources, maybe a chest. Eventually I came up to a water hole, and when I tried to swim through it, I got stuck. I didn't remember how to jump out of the water. I didn't remember what button it was, and I died. So, not a good start. Anyway, what you have to do in Terraria right away before the first night is build a house. So, I got right to work. What you need in a house for NPCs to move in is a table, a chair, I don't know. Anyway, I was gonna make my wooden tools, but I saw there was only a sword option. I don't know where the other tools went. I should be able to craft a pickaxe and an axe, if I remember correctly, but I guess it must have been an update. Anyway, I crafted torches and doors, but couldn't quite use them since I would have to mine the walls, and I did not have access to a pickaxe. So basically, today I will be trying to beat Terraria, but I have dementia. My goal is to kill the Moon Lord, but I have dementia. So, first you need to mine a tree. Mining a tree is the first thing you do in every Terraria playthrough. You need wood, and then you need gel for torches, then you need to build a house for your NPCs. So, I broke my first tree and got nuts and wood. Then I began building a house for the guide. In every Terraria house, you need a table, a chair, doors, and that should be it. Oh, I guess the house was missing a wall. Oh yeah, in every Terraria house, you need walls. You need walls behind your house. But once I placed the wall, he still wouldn't move in, and I don't know why. So I decided to make even more walls and completely fill it in. Even then, he didn't want to move in with me. Oh, the house is missing a light source, so I mined a hole in the ceiling so the sunlight could get in. But for some reason he still wouldn't move in. It said I was missing walls, but I wasn't. I have all the walls in my house. For some reason, a squirrel dropped some gel. I didn't know that was in the game, but I just moved on and went to chop down my first tree. You see, in Terraria, the first thing you should do is chop down a tree and get wood. You can use it to make torches and build a house, which are the first most important things in the whole game. And now I'm building my first house. This is going to be really important because during the night, zombies come out, and I'm going to need protection. I also need to build it to give the guide a house, and as you can see, he's already trying to move in. He already likes it. Now, we're going to need a crafting table, torches, a chair, and some doors in this house. One way I like to make sure mobs won't get in and hurt me is by blocking off the doors so they can't open them. Then I placed some walls in the house, but I ran out so I couldn't place all of the ones I needed. But I think it'll be fine. I don't think the guide will mind much. And so I went off to explore. I encountered many slimes, but safely got away from them. Then I walked into the corruption. I was pretty scared because I didn't have any armor or anything. But I went on to break down my first tree. You see, to beat Terraria, we're gonna have to start by getting wood so we can make torches and build a house for our guide and us. I managed to make it in the nick of time because a bunch of enemies came over and tried to kill me. But now I was in quite the pickle. So I mined a door and was gonna escape until purple slime foiled my plans. Right when I spawned in, I made sure to place torches and fill in the hole in the ceiling just in case mobs will try and get in. Then I decided it would be smart to make a elevator. Since I don't have any coins to lose, it's the perfect time to dig straight down as far as I can, and if I die, I'll be fine. It took a while, but I was finally able to find a cave. I carefully traversed the cave, placing torches along the way, until I came upon the most amazing item in the whole game. Life crystal. You see, to beat Terraria, I'm gonna need wood, and this wood can be used to make torches and build a house for me and my NPCs. And an additional thing that I really need to get early on are life crystals. Now, as you can see here, I found a golden chest which gave me some cool loot. But I realized my inventory is getting kind of full of random objects, so I trashed a bunch of unnecessary things. I tried to mine some ore with bombs, but I stood a little too close and almost died. After just barely surviving, I moved on and found a glowing mushroom biome. Sadly, right when I dropped down, I died instantly. When I spawned back in, it was nighttime and there were zombies trying to get through my door, so I blocked it off. After that, I went to go exploring, but I came across a pretty scary looking house with blocked off doors. I went back to my house and killed off some enemies. I even collected an item called a lens. This item will be super useful to us because in this video, I'll be trying to beat Terraria with dementia. And what do you need to beat Terraria? Well, you need wood, you need torches, you need gel, and you need lenses to summon the Eye of Cthulhu, which is your first boss. After spawning back at my house, I decided to go explore to the right of the world. I quickly realized that I didn't have any wood in my hotbars, so I went to chop down my first tree. You see, in this video, we're gonna try and beat Terraria with dementia. What do you need to beat Terraria? Well, you need wood, and that wood can be used to make torches, and that wood can also be used to make a house for you and your NPCs to survive the nights. While killing some demon eyes, I even collected an item called a lens. You see, in this video, we're trying to beat Terraria with dementia. What do you need to beat Terraria? Well, you need wood, and that wood can be used to make torches and make a house to keep you and your NPCs safe at night. Something you also really need early game is lenses. These can be used to summon the Eye of Cthulhu, which is the first major boss in the game. Anyway, to finish this house, I needed a workbench, a chair, and some doors. To make sure the zombies didn't get in, I made sure to block off the doors. Since I was trapped, I decided to be productive and start making a elevator. You see, in this video we're trying to beat Terraria with dementia. And to beat Terraria, you need wood. Wood can be used to make torches and make a house for you and NPCs to survive the night. Something you also really need is a elevator. A shaft that goes straight down all the way to hell. So I quickly dug deeper and deeper until I came across an undiscovered cave. As I went deeper into this cave, I discovered that there was a chest, but someone had already looted it. I thought I was playing single player, but maybe Herobrine's in my world. Anyway, I found a glowing mushroom biome and I jumped right in. Luckily there's a chest which had some pretty cool items in it. But after looting the chest I forgot how to jump, so after spawning back in, I decided it'd be a pretty smart idea to go explore to the right of the world again. Soon after spawning again, I talked to the guide to see what kind of things I could craft with the materials I have on hand. And it was at this time that I accidentally threw a stick of dynamite. Right when I spawned into the world, I realized I was in a little crater with a huge tunnel going down into the world. Somehow I already had a full hotbar of items. I don't know where they came from though. So I trashed most of the stuff and continued on my way. I quickly encountered another house, but it had blocked off doors for some reason. And I discovered a new hole in that one. Right when I spawned into the world, I spawned in a crater, which is pretty weird considering this is a new world. I also encountered a half-destroyed house and made sure to open up the door for anyone allowed to come through. And so, I started mining down my first tree. You see, we're trying to beat Terraria with dementia, and to beat Terraria, first you need a bunch of wood. You can use this wood to make torches, make a house, and do all sorts of things. I quickly made my house in preparation for the night, and made sure to block off the doors just in case any enemies tried to break in. And I was off. I started exploring to the right of the world, excited to see what I'll encounter. But I quickly came to a big water hole in the desert, which is pretty weird. I got a little stuck on this ledge, but I decided the best way to escape would be to mine through, so that's what I did. As I continued on, I quickly encountered the corruption, but this was no challenge for a player like me. You see, Terraria has been out for 17 years now, and in this time, I have gained much knowledge and much skill in this game. For example, I knew right then that I had to start mining a tree, because, you see, to beat Terraria, we're gonna need torches. I used these torches to light up the walls and loot a chest, which gave me an umbrella. I quickly escaped the corruption and headed on my way. It was at this time that I discovered the jungle. None of the enemies were a match for my powerful skills. I swiftly and effortlessly made my way through the jungle, and even made a new friend along the way. Unfortunately, my happiness was short-lived. Right when I spawned in, I had an inventory full of items, and the area around me was completely destroyed. This was pretty weird considering I just made this world. And not far from spawn, there was an old decrepit house. I quickly disregarded it and moved on. Soon enough, I was able to start chopping down my first tree. You see, we're trying to beat Terraria with dementia, and in order to beat Terraria and beat the final boss, Golem, you need wood, and wood can be used to make torches and build a house for you and your NPCs to survive the night. But I quickly encountered the corruption, which was a pretty bad sign. In the corruption, there was another broken down house. I don't know who was on this world before me. I just created it, so there shouldn't be any remnants of other people's past adventures. Anyway, I started being chased by huge monsters and was quickly killed. It was at this point that I got pretty frustrated and went on a rampage, deleting most of my items and running around like a madman. If I remember correctly, I had not taken my meds before this recording, and this is probably the point where I really needed them. Anyway, I managed to find some wood on the ground, which was really nice because we're trying to beat Terraria with dementia. And to beat Terraria, you need wood. Wood can be used to craft torches and build a house for you and your NPCs to survive the night. It was at this point that I either wanted to kill myself or remember that there are floating islands in this game. So, I began building up as high as I could. I quickly reached space, and I had a great view of the world. So, to find floating islands, you have to build a tower way high up in the sky, then build a bridge across the world. So, I grabbed the only blocks I had in my inventory and started building. Never mind, that didn't really work. Unfortunately, I didn't have any good blocks to use to build, so I did what any other sane man would do. Took a leap of faith. Right when I spawned in, I was in a big hole in the ground, which was pretty weird since I just created this world. It seemed as though someone had already played on this world and destroyed a lot of stuff, so I decided to just get off of that one. In this video, I'm going to try and beat Terraria with dementia. And the first thing you have to do in any Terraria playthrough is break down a tree. So I got to work. You see, I'm trying to beat Terraria with dementia, and the first thing you need in Terraria is wood. You can use wood to craft torches and build a house for you and your NPCs to survive the night. So I quickly got to work. After finishing up my house, I decided it'd be a good time to go start exploring. So I set off. Thankfully, it didn't take long to find some trees, so I started chopping them down. You see, I'm trying to beat Terraria with dementia, but... oh, wait. Sorry, I have to go get a drink. Wait. Which one is the pause button?